Can I have a key? Can I pay for a key?
No, you can't.
Please.
And we're cutting that. No, what?
I'm just going to bring it
No,
down.
don't just go to the server. Oh no, go to your player thing. You've joined the server, right?
Yeah.
We're just trying to do multiple things at the same time. You're okay with us doing this for the video blog, eh?
Yes. But I don't know if this is actually launching the... I'm sure it just launched the mission automatically then.
Yeah, just go log. These 3 states, and they'll stay in those states. So the first state is like they're loitering. So that's kind of like what we've got, where they're going to move around. The second state is alerted, which is they're wanting to do something, but they don't, they don't necessarily know it's a person or whatever. And the third one's frenzy. So this is like more like, see the body posture is quite like the muscles are all tensed and stuff like that. And so as he starts to speed up, it's more like what we want the alerted to look like, because he's moving quite purposefully, but he's not like fully running. So particularly you see how he's like, his body posture there is quite almost like a natural, really. And then the hands like. But yeah, I think you want to watch not getting it locked in the elbows. So, because I think that's a lot of what they're doing there. And for the running's probably going to be where it gets challenging. But I think if we get the loitering, it's because you see they're pretty much just running here. That's one of the big problems. Is in the movie they can cut, in the movies they can cut away and make it still seem scary. See them there. So see how they've got a lot of body movement? The head's often back like that. So I think having the head at a relatively unnatural angle will probably help it best.
DayZ in your previous, you were shown in your previous slide. Like,
Yeah.
I was that strange creature that was like the way I do.
No, podívej, to mění.
That was a good one.
You're not recording, eh?
To je jako když zrychlej, ale když jdou pomalu, tak je střídá. Je to rozhodně větší než ten polštář, takže.
So I can beat the shit out of that thing, right?
Well, you can hit it, like.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got it on camera.
Já nevím, odkud se tam hraje smrt. I don't know if you hit the beast in this from where the death animations play. The problem with these
from
is,
just crouch.
I can do death.
this is no. I mean the problem. It's
But we need death animations from the still pose
And
at
from
this state.
running.
but what I mean is that when you rotate around the body. And if they hit you at the moment, I'm not sure, but in Arma 2 most likely will return slightly.
No, we can
Yeah,
interrupt. I
that's
thought,
right.
didn't we fix that? You can interrupt the animation?
Yeah, but the rotation of the body, the engine does not know that you rotated 90 degrees, so probably it will shift back,
Oh, I
and
think
then he will.
As long as the response is instant, we can handle the little bit of glitchiness until we get ragdoll death. It's on the cards eventually.
So who are you and what do you do?
Hi guys, I'm Stepan Kment and I'm lead of this motion capture studio here in Bohemia Interactive.
So what have we been doing today?
Well guys, today we had a sort of fun and pain together because we were motion capturing for DayZ, for Dean's project, and it was sort of that I worried about that, you know, to make nice zombies, it's very like a pain sort of, because in movies usually camera and all the stuff and the lighting and sounds really aid in that feeling, zombie-like feeling, but without that in dynamic game we really have to perform that somehow, and it's kind of painful experience, you know, to become a zombie. So I performed today too, and yeah, hopefully I didn't break a neck or whatever.
So motion capture sounds awfully complex. How difficult is it to transform something from the motion capture studio into game?
Well, guys, after I guess 7 or 7.5 years, it is not that complicated. But I mean, you know, we have tons of problem, like with technology, with engine, and with ton of other things. But yeah, I mean, it's a relatively fast process, and we are pretty confident that what we recorded today will look, let's say, not 1-to-1, but pretty close in game.
So what are we expecting to see as the results from today's work?
So, in fact, what we tried to do in this case was to really have certain, let's say, kinds of zombies. That means we differentiated between, let's say, a zombie that has broken neck, let's say standing like this, you know, then maybe another zombie that is, you know, like with a brain damage, so looking like, you know, a retarded idiot, and another that maybe has something with a spine, so I don't know, like this and so on, and maybe with some, you know, neural discharges, shaking and so on. So we went actually that the crowd would be not bunch of, in fact, almost identically moving or looking, entities, but simply that you could tell, okay, this is my favorite, like he did, and this is my favorite, like, I don't know, broken neck and so on type of zombie. So that it will be simply just not a bunch of identical, zombies looking all the same.
So how important do you think motion capture and animation is to making DayZ what it is?
Well, in this case, for games, motion capture is probably the only way how to do it, because otherwise, to achieve this level of or amount of moves in a reasonable time with hand animation, it would be absolutely impossible. So I'm like not a fond of this technology. I absolutely don't claim it saves the world, it's nonsense, but in this case it's probably the only way how to make it reasonably fast, with a reasonable amount of people that process these moves, so probably the only way to go.
Any final words for DayZ fans waiting for DayZ?
You guys, Dean is some extraordinary guy, so I think, you should wait, but I guess he will surprise you a lot, so just hold on and you will enjoy, I guess.
Thank you very much for your time.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Have fun.
So, please can you explain to us who you are and what you do?
My name is Lukáš Miláček and I am producer of animations for DayZ. Today I was here for the mock-up session. We recorded zombie moves and I will be responsible for the animation team to process all the animations, and I will also help with the development of new ways how to implement the moves, because today we tried few approaches for a new type of animations and connections that were never done before in Arno.
So what do you do as producer of the animation team? What does that involve?
Paperwork, a bit of design, and sometimes I act myself also.
So how many people are on the animation team in total?
Well, actually we have 3 people hired for processing animations, and the team needs to grow up because we also want to change the main skeleton, and so the result is we will drop off all the animations that were in the mod and we will make all new animations, and in the future we want to make the same also for the player character.
So what do you enjoy most about your job?
Well, I enjoy being a part of the development team and to help with my skills and knowledge to produce games for my friends, because what I enjoy the most is to play with my friends in the evening in some multiplayer session, some cooperative session.
So what's your favourite DayZ story then?
My favorite story maybe is when I first kill another human player. So it was really intense, and I will always remember that, I think.
Well, thank you very much for your time then.
Did you have any final words for those who are waiting belatedly out there, or for DayZ standalone and wondering when it's out?
Sherry vydrž, bude to dobrý.
So, do you want to explain a bit about what you do on the animation team?
Well, I work with Motion Builder, process data. When I work on Career Command project, I did cinematics, and of course we do mockups.
So Motion Builder, what's that used for?
It's a really advanced program for animations. It's very cool, many good features. It's not for modeling, it's just for animation, so it's very useful.
So what's your favourite animation that we've motion captured for DayZ?
Well, defecation, when it was Stepan, he did his little
Sit
shit.
down.
Okay.
So what's your final word for people waiting for DayZ standalone?
Well, it's definitely worth it, and DayZ mod was just beginning. Now with full game will be real thing. So yeah, it will worth it. So keep waiting.
Okay, Matt.
Can I just put a jacket on?
Oh God. It's all right here. I've started recording, so this is all going to be part of it. Yay! Okay, actually, Matt, you can look at the camera because I like this. It's kind of like ad lib. Okay, Matt, talk to us about today's filming.
Okay, so we've been the motion capture studio that we've got here all day. We've been capturing some of the new zombie animations in various poses, in attacking people, in Dean running around trying to fall on the floor like a panther. Been lots of fun, and hopefully it'll add a different variation and make every zombie individual in game. So there's some variation in the movements and things like that for zombies.
Cool. And what's been your favourite part of today?
Probably watching everybody's interpretation of different movements and how everybody thinks that different movements should be done, and then everybody crawling around on the floor trying to show everybody these very, very badly. So what have we been trying to do in the motion capture studio today?
Today we've been trying to redo the zombie animations. So obviously zombies are one of the key factors of what we've been trying to do. So we really wanted to redo the zombies so that they felt better in the standalone. As we've been saying, everything's being redone. So the idea is to have the zombies as a much more challenging role within DayZ. So we've been looking at different ways that different zombies can move. We wanted much more sleek animal-like, as well as much more tormented-like as well. So this is really just sort of the first step for us. We'll be doing many more motion capture sections. This is really so that we can start perfecting our technology and making sure that it works a lot better. So it was a good first step for us, and over the coming weeks we'll start actually implementing all the work that the guys have done, and tidying up the AI and the pathfinding, so that hopefully when we come out we'll have something that's much more challenging and scary in a zombie sense. But it's a real subtle art, so we've got to make sure it's done properly, and I think it's going to take many motion capture sessions before we get there. But we've got this new skeleton, and that new skeleton is really a big deal for us because it's the first time in a long time that the engine's had a new skeleton on which to base it, and it allows a much more realistic result, and it gives us a lot more for our animators to work with.
So in layman's terms, so in simpleman's terms, what does the new skeleton mean for your average player?
It means, in terms of the zombies, that we're able to create much more lifelike, much more animated, if you will, characters in our world. The zombies are our first step in terms of implementing this new skeleton. When we go with the new skeleton for the player characters, that's when they'll see the real results, because their characters will be more responsive, the quality of the animations will be better. It's obviously going to be a long process to get to, but it's big news for us.
So when are we looking at these changes actually being implemented in game?
We're hoping to have the zombies in the game for us, for testing purposes, in the next few weeks, and that will allow us to fully implement all our planned changes for the zombie AI, pathfinding and moving around. The players is a bit longer because we have to make sure we've perfected it, and we have to re-record every single animation in one of these wonderful suits for the player characters.
Any final words for people waiting for standalone?
It'll be done when it's done.